I'm Kev Kermist and welcome to Winners Week on the ElusiveKev channel, where I'm going to show you each Champions Mode scenario every day of the week, starting with Kimi Raikkonen's, of course, and it's always going to be on hard difficulty as we hear the challenge from Crofty.
And just about to start the final few laps of this thrilling race at Spa is Kimi Raikkonen in a modest 7th position. He's been complaining of tyre trouble all weekend. There goes his teammate in the sister Lotus Renault. He's behind, but on a brand new set of option tyres. I think he might actually work his way up and into the points, and at this rate, challenge Kimi. I think we're in for a dramatic few laps.
So do I, Crofty, as we get ready to start the challenge, and I have to admit, this scenario took me an hour to do. It took me an hour to get to this point as we changed the brakes to the rear, put the fuel to fast, because fast gains you lots of time, and to the rear, I just like a stable rear. I find it good for this circuit. As we now you avoid the catering as we curse it towards the line. There's Hulkenberg in front, we can pass him. Before that source, we already made a place, and we got the Sauber, we got Kobayashi right in front of us, and then we got the rest of it in front of him as we go towards the famous El Rouge, the rise up the hill and the decompression you feel in the cockpit. As you go a bit wide, you got the curves a bit after the hill to get into a slipstream. We got DRS, of course, and we're going down his inside, already up to 11th place, and then into their coupe. I found this really hard corner to do because I didn't know how to attack the curves at first, and that made me spin out a couple of times before I managed to do the challenge. So now I know you can just gently touch the inside as we're virtually pushing the rest of through Rivage and taken before the corner with no name. Maybe we'll get a name, maybe we'll have a raffle, put names in the hat, we'll pick one out and that will be the name of the corner, but not today as we go into Pouhon. Look who's exiting Pouhon. It was the Iceman, it was Raikkonen, as we see Rosberg ahead with Massa ahead of him, holding him up in the Ferrari as we go wide into Fangio. Still don't know how to do that corner well at all. I'm always missing my braking points. I know I've got a braking point now, so I can do that, but I'm still finding the car a bit understeery, getting a bit wide sometimes as we go out of Paul threat and towards Rosberg ahead. And I have to say, did enjoy this challenge. I've enjoyed all of the Champions Mode challenges. I'll put that out there immediately. I did enjoy them. Not as hard as I expected. Most of the difficulty was with this challenge and the Alonso challenge, because in the Alonso one you have to finish first and second with Alonso in second, and that proved quite difficult to do, as you will see in the Alonso scenario as we curse it past Rosberg out of the bus stop, and we outbrake Massa into La Source, and we got him ahead. We've got the Iceman in our sights, and we do a high 54. One of my best laps I've done in this challenge as we go through El Rouge and Radion at the top of the hill, and a little tip through there, curves it in the middle of the corner, because at the top you lose so much acceleration, the car doesn't really want to go forward, so if you curve it, you help it go forward, you get that slingshot down the Kemmel straight, and it's easier to slipstream people. That's maybe the only tip I can give you in this game, as I'm still learning it. I'm still rather rubbish at it, as you've probably seen from my previous videos on this F1 2012 game. And there he is through the corner with no name, and we're just throwing him in sights. And one of the problems I had with this scenario was I was pushing too hard. The tyres are really good, they're grippy, you just have to hit your braking points and you'll make time. I was trying to push those braking points, trying to push the tyres a bit too early as well, because you have to go through the first sector, just hit your braking points, let them warm up a bit, and then you can push with them. So just hit your braking points, you don't have to push the tyres they're much better than the guys behind you and ahead of you, around you, especially Raikkonen. His tyres really go off on the last lap, and you can just go past him, just hit those braking points, and you will gain buckets on them, around them, as you can see I'm doing in this challenge here as we go through Blanchimont You don't really scrub speed through that now. You just you just go through it. It's just a gentle curve as we go to the bus stop, and look, we lose the back end a bit. That's one of the downsides of a rear brake bias. It's if you lock up, it's easy to lose the rear, as you probably saw in my Silverstone time attack video yesterday as well. So easy to lose the rear as we go through the source. I finally know how to do that corner. Brake at 100, just carry the speed through. And we got that traffic out of the way, and we're right on Raikkonen's tail. Are we going to make a move like he did on Schumacher this year in the Grand Prix? No, we're going to back off. We're going to let him go ahead. But now we've got to desperately curse it to take advantage of the DRS we've got. We're even late on that. And now, can we outbrake him into that curve? We're about 10 meters behind, but we've got so much more braking power. We just desperate down, dive it down his inside, and we're in 7th. We've got Schumacher ahead, no, a 7-time world champion ahead, and a 2007 world champion behind us. As we're in 7, it's all about the 7s now as we go through the corner with no name. We've got a little gap on Raikkonen, but from this point on, I was just making sure I was hitting my braking points as we got the tyres, we got the speed, and I just want to make sure I don't mess up. As I told you, it took me an hour to do this. I just wanted to see the back of this challenge. I'll just be relieved doing this as we go through Fangio. We got the car in nicely for both parts of it for once. So you go down the hill, Distabilo. Make sure you don't outbrake yourself. So easy. The car understeers a bit in the middle of the corner. So easy to outbrake yourself in these downhill sections. Stabilo and Rivage, especially Rivage. There's a little bump there as well. So if you brake a bit late, you hit the bump, you go a bit wide, the car understeers wide as we go through Blanchimont and now to the bus stop. Brake just before the 100 meters, making sure we make the corner. We were still a bit wide on the first part, but we made it up with the second nicely in and accelerate away with Raikkonen right behind us. And yes, we have done it. We've got 7th. We've done the Kimi Raikkonen challenge, and as we go through the source again, my character doesn't really seem bothered about it. Well done to Hamilton for winning, and here's Crofty again.
Kimi Raikkonen might be thinking that he should have come in and changed his tyres, as his teammate running on a newer set was able to overtake him before the checkered flag.
I bet he is thinking that. As we got ahead of him, we put in lap times a couple of seconds faster than the rest, and the Iceman returns to defeat from us as we go to the garage celebrations. I like how they include the cleaner, the guy with the broom there as well, as in the garage scenes. There he is, look at him in the background, cleaning the garage up, cleaning the other guy's messes up. I'll be back with the Hamilton challenge tomorrow, so till then, cheerio.